What's up, developers? Raheem Kareem here. And today on DevOps Get Started, we're talking habits, the small things that turn decent code into great code, and great code into something others can understand, test, and maintain. Because DevOps isn't just about speed, it's about quality at scale.
Up until now, we've followed code from commit to pipeline to production. But in this episode, we're zooming all the way to the end of that journey, the browser. What you're looking at here is a web browser inspection framework, and this is where developers, testers, and operators all meet reality. Let's start on the left. These are your source files, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is what lives in your repo. This is what you write. When those files are deployed, they're served by your web browser. The server's job is simple. Deliver HTML, CSS, and JS to the browser. Now here's the key DevOps insight. The browser never runs your source files directly. What the browser actually works with is the runtime version of your code. Once the browser downloads your files, it parses them and builds three critical things. The DOM, the Document Object Model tree, how your HTML becomes a living page. The CSS Object Model, how styles are calculated and applied. And the running JavaScript execution context, what's actually executing in memory. And this is where DevTools come in. DevTools doesn't show you your repo. It shows you reality, the live running state of your application. That's why inspection tools are so powerful in DevOps. They let you debug production issues, validate deployments, inspect performance, and understand failures where users experience them. So remember this distinction. Source code lives in Git. Runtime behavior lives in the browser. And DevTools is the bridge between the two.
Here are 5 habits every DevOps-minded developer should practice. 1. Write clean, modular code. Use meaningful names, small functions, and consistent structure. 2. Document with purpose. Readmes, inline comments, change logs. 3. Write tests, not just code. Unit, integration, and edge case testing. 4. Use linters. Catch small issues before they become big ones. And 5. Learn to debug. The better you debug, the faster you fix. And when things do break, don't panic. Get curious. Logs, error messages, and browser DevOps tools will guide you the way.
When people think about developer tools, there's one inspection tool almost everyone has used, even by accident. Chrome DevTools. I'm starting here on Chrome for developers because Google has played a massive role in making DevTools accessible to everyone, not just senior engineers. Now watch this. I'll right-click anywhere on the page and select Inspect. And just like that, you're inside the browser's runtime. This is where HTML becomes the DOM. This is where CSS is calculated. And this is where JavaScript is actually running. Let's click Get Started. Which of course takes us to the DevTools overview. Very meta. What I want you to notice here is how much learning material is built right in. You've got panels for elements, console, network, performance, application, and security. Each one maps directly to something we've already talked about in DevOps. Performance, debugging, configuration, and feedback loops. This isn't just a tool, it's a learning platform. Before we close, I want to highlight something important. DevOps isn't just tools, it's community. That's why resources like Ministry of Testing matter. They break down real-world testing and troubleshooting techniques using Chrome DevTools, the kind of skills that separate beginners from confident practitioners. DevTools is often the first DevOps tool people ever use. They just don't realize it yet. If you can inspect, debug, and reason about a running system, you're already thinking like an operator. So whether you're fixing a layout bug, debugging an API call, or validating a production issue, the browser is your window into reality. This is where DevOps meets the user.
In the next episode, we move beyond your code and into how your app lives in the wild. We'll talk about monitoring, logging, and the tools that help you stay sane when things go wrong in production. I'm Raheem Kareem, and your best practices just became your DevOps blueprint.